Mummy, Daddy and Pepe are currently stranded in in our sun tent because we're at French Cove and it's pissing it down with rain.
It's just started pissing it down with rain. It was beautiful and sunny when we got here.
Yeah.
And it got cloudy and now should we show you outside?
Let's have a look. Oh my days. Today is a new day. Hi, I'm Ashley, the Constant Wanderer, and today we'll be wondering all about Port Antonio. So Daniel and I travelled from Discovery Bay all the way to Port Antonio on a Knutsford Express. Now that's a national coach service that operates all over Jamaica, and I'll tell you about that in another vlog. We picked up the Knutsford from Ochi and it took about 3.5–4 hours to get to Port Antonio. The tickets were dirt cheap at £40 each, and I felt it was like a really easy way to like bung all of our stuff in the bottom of a coach and travel with a babe. You know, not having to drive, not having to worry about the route, just like literally switching off, sleeping when she slept and enjoying the ride. Now historically, Port Antonio was the most affluent, the biggest and most affluent banana port in the whole of Jamaica. And the banana trade was established there in the late 1800s by a dude called Lorenzo Baker. And it brought in loads of business, you know, tourism kind of picked up, especially around the 40s and 50s. There was a big influx of tourism. And there was another revival of tourism again in the 60s when, you know, lots of Hollywood A-listers were heading over here. If people wanted paradise, Jamaica was where they would come to shoot it. But unfortunately, as the banana trade died in the area, so did tourism, which is really, really sad, but also quite good for you visiting today because it means that it's a really quiet and lovely, small, relaxed town. So what about accommodation? Well, we were 6 weeks in, and up until this point, Dan and I were used to having our own kitchen, our own apartment, you know, our own autonomy. Like, we were used to being really independent in Jamaica. And it was a bit of a treat to us to stay in a hotel, and we stayed in a place called Bayview Spa and Resort. And it was lovely, it was absolutely beautiful. The gardens were lovely, you know, the people there were great. And the hotel rooms were, you know, they were also really good. And it was a really beautiful place, but as I said, it was a bit insane not having our own kitchen, and we had to spend a lot of time speaking to the kitchen there about our needs and Alape's needs for food. A little tip if you're dealing with hotels is to just be really confident and just ask, you know, at the end of the day, they are there to look after you, they're there to help you. And if you don't ask, you don't get. Port Antonio itself is paradise, guys. Portland is known as the wettest parish, and I can vouch for that. It did rain quite a bit. You get on with it, you're in the Caribbean, so the showers would last, you know, 5–10 minutes, and then the sun would come out and, you know, you'd be bathed in sunshine all over again. So what is there to do in Port Antonio? What does one do in the wettest parish in Jamaica? What does one do in the parish where even Jamaicans go to holiday? One of the highlights of the trip in Port Antonio was going to a place called Reach Falls, and if you're brave enough at Reach Falls, you can do this. Love you!
Straight, straight.
When I first arrived there, I was actually quite nervous that they wouldn't let me go up the falls with Alape strapped to me. And I asked the guide, you know, we did pay for a guide to go up there. It was about 1,000 Jamaican dollars, which worked out as about 10 US dollars, or about £8–9. This guy took one look at me and was like, have you got decent shoes? And I said, yep. I picked up my Nike Air Riffs and I was like, yep, these can get wet. They've got a good sole, they're not slippery, they're great. And taking a guide I felt was the best thing that we did because they know the routes, you know, and he knew the route all the way up the fall. He knew which points to kind of slow right down and take my hand and get down to go behind me to make sure I didn't fall down this gap or that precarious step. The other thing that we did was explore some of the local beaches. There's a beach called Winifred Beach, which is supposed to be one of the best beaches in the area. It was really, really beautiful. Took a bus there from Bayview, And just to warn you, there is a bit of a walk from the main road to actually get down to the beach. But once you're there, it's paradise. The second beach that we went to was called Frenchman's Cove. And guys, I've never been to a place so picturesque and perfect in my life. Frenchman's Cove is like the epitome of the Caribbean beach. White sand, palms, blue seas. Despite the crazy rain that came halfway through our day, as you saw in the intro, we had a really good time. It does cost $10 to go into Frenchman's Cove. It is a privately owned beach, and there is actually even a hotel there as well, so if you wanted to stay there you can, and then obviously you don't have to pay to go on. On the way back from Reach Falls you go through Boston Bay, and Boston Bay is considered to be the birthplace of jerk seasoning and jerk chicken and jerk pork. So we obviously stopped there on the way back from Reach Falls to get some lunch. Really expect to pay for the, you know, the luxury of having jerk chicken at its source. One of my favourite restaurants is one that we went to on New Year's Eve, and it was called Wilkes, and it's a seafood restaurant, and it's tiny, it's a little shack, guys. It seats about 15-20 people max, and the staff are great and the food was just insane. I had a prawn curry, it was fresh, it was spicy, it was everything a curry should be. Next time on The Constant Wanderer, the Dashleys pack up once again and make their way from Port Antonio all the way to the west of the island and a little place called Negril. A place to catch the best sunsets Jamaica has to offer.